When I was about 8 years old, my mum and dad kept on getting locked up, and it was me and my sister out in the streets since the age of 8, and that's where it all came about from there.
It's hard to describe. Like, my mum wasn't there. She always worked, so because my mum was the main person of our house, so she always worked. She was never there. I don't blame her for any of that, but having someone there, the only person there for me wasn't my family, it was the boys.
I come into Frank Baxter because I made some mistakes when I was younger, and they caught up with me, and so I was just paying for my mistakes.
Shine's vision is to build futures for kids where they can shine and be the best person they can be. We work with children and young people who have a family member in the criminal justice system to inspire them and empower them to succeed. Our mentoring programs provide support and guidance for children and young people to help break entrenched cycles of crime and incarceration.
My motivation to work with young mentees is the awareness I have of their sufferings, the path that they have taken, and the lack of support that they've been given through their very short young lives.
The way I was before I got sentenced, I think I didn't really care. Like, a lot of stuff was happening in that, and I just didn't really care about it.
There's no help for them. They don't have that one person to support them. It's such a big need in their life because they've endured so much adversity in their young lives. These are only young people from the ages of 16 to 21. That part of their life is missing. They've never had a role model and a positive one in their lives.
Aside from our child and family centres and programs which are located at correctional centres across New South Wales, ACT and Victoria, Shine has developed a strong collaboration with Juvenile Justice New South Wales. Since 2010, the Standards 1 program has also offered transitional mentoring for young people within juvenile justice who are reintegrating back into the community.
Juvenile Justice looks after, on any one day, about 320 young people in custody, and we also manage about 1,000 young people in the community. So they're kids who have not been in custody or post-release. So typically the young people come from very disadvantaged backgrounds. They have normally attained a very poor educational record, normally been disengaged from school, often come from families that have been known to the criminal justice system. So the profile is the young person has high needs, often not strong family or community support, which is a real concern, obviously, once they're released, and often in a poor health state also. So what we're looking at is the young people, they're only a small group of the state, but they are a group that have typically experienced a severe disadvantage and hardship.
The uniqueness of the Standards 1 program is the relationship, 12-month period. They start with the match inside custody for 3 months prior to their release of the mentee and the transition back into the community. It's so critical for these young people that they have that support from custody to the community.
Mentor is just someone that needs to be there and be able to give their mentee the opportunity to try and express themselves and kind of show them that there's not just the one way to look and go through life, there's other options, and just kind of help them to find those options.
I sort of had an idea of I was going to get out and pretty much go back to like my old ways. Like, I knew that that wasn't right, but I didn't know how to change it.
The mentoring program and partnership that we have with Shine for Kids is a way for enriching the post-release environment for a young person. It's really important that an established and trusting relationship is developed before release and then is continued after. Because it's not uncommon for even to see young people in custody who you would think are the most well-adjusted and with the best prognosis for a successful release become unstuck post-release. And when you talk to them and ask them why, they say that they just didn't really know what to do and they had no one to turn to. Now, even though, of course, juvenile justice provides formal supports, it's the added extra of having the informal contact and the trusting relationship with a mentor, which can, I think, just result in better outcomes for young people and a heightened chance of success.
Definitely, I'll definitely need support from my mentor on the outside. Just trying to reintegrate myself back into the community, I think would be difficult.
The mentoring program encourages responsibility and accountability and is focused on building a positive future for young people by setting goals and working together to achieve them.
Well, one of them would be the fact that my mentee had no plans to go to university when we first met. He's since seen through his courses in here that he has that chance, and that by doing something at university he's got a better chance of finding a career that's more likely to keep him out of coming back here, or worse, going to prison as an adult.
For me, the Standard 1 program has been a new shot at life. They've given me the support, a lot of just life skills as well, and help me to get back into the community and associate with better people than that I would associate with, and yeah, that's where it comes in.
He was pretty much like a counsellor to me. So we talk about what I've been doing, pretty much stay out of trouble. If I need help, to give him a call. But me, I kind of didn't want to go back to crime when I got out, because I already done a long term, so I don't want to put my mum through that again, through my and the families.
When my mentee is released into the community, I will be spending some more time with him just to make sure that he's on the right path and to make sure that he doesn't need any further help from me or from anyone else on the program or his caseworker, for example.
If it wasn't for Shine for Kids, I'd have been back home in trouble already, probably locked up again already. And yeah.
I'm hoping that I'll know that he's on the right path when I can see that he's sticking to things that we organise, like the budgets and the study plans for while he's in university, and hopefully that will show me that he knows now how to try and handle himself and his finances and interact with those around him.
The program has made a huge difference to the young men that have actually been matched with their mentors. And I've seen that with the boys that have been discharged, that have gone out into the community, have now sort of accessed employment, have accessed accommodation, have got the support around them, and that is mainly to do with the positive support from the mentor and the positive role modelling. And I see this as being a very, very good program for us.
I would like to say to my mentor, Michael, thanks so much for the support. It was good having you around. It was good catching up with you, switching life stories, and you pretty much understood everything that I was talking about.
When I look back on myself now, I think like I shouldn't have done that. I know now, like if I had known the stuff I know now, I wouldn't have done most things. In the future, I hope that I have like a nice job and a nice house and a girl and a kid, keep me on the right path.
Well, I feel a lot more better. For one, I've got a job. which I never thought I would do. And I got my license, which I never thought I would do. And I've also got my birth certificate, which I wouldn't be able to do. I finished my school and I got a full-time job and a house. There's nothing more you can ask for. Probably without that support, I probably wouldn't be where I am now. Yeah, and I'd just like to say thank you to everyone. JJ's, Shine for Kids, my mentor, just everyone who's gave me that second chance. And yeah, it means a lot.